Hello, I like to make today cake Mighty Muffin Power Ranger. We make red ranger. So what we need for this cake, if you have it bigger party to make it cake, use 2 boxes of vanilla cake mix or any favorite cake mixes of your choice, and use the larger rectangular baking pan, about 21 by 31 base measurements centimeters, or 8.5 inch by 12.5 inch. But if you have a smaller party to make this cake, use a smaller rectangular pan. So it's up to you. Use a bigger and use 2 cake mix boxes, or use 1 cake mix box and use a smaller rectangular pan. So once you mix and bake according to instruction on the cake mix box, let it cool completely. And I made it from 2 cake mixes, so as you can see it's quite large, so it's completely cooled now, and we find it in the middle of our cake, and we just insert toothpick to just make sure I see where is we standing basically. So after that, what we do is with sharp serrated knife we will trim all the edges, because we don't want these hard bits as well, and as well as we make shape of the ranger mask. So always go from further side, because it makes easier if you make sure you not make any mistakes. So keep going until you're happy what your mask look like, and once you happy with the look of your mask, what you do is then basically take another serrated knife, or using the same, it doesn't really matter, and make it more rounder on the sides, because we want more round up, just like a real mask is. Once we finish trimming, basically place your cake on a cake board, and as you can see, that's how our mask red ranger look like now. It's just more like a kind of the oval shape. I already started a little bit frosting. So what we do is next use vanilla frosting or your favorite frosting basically of your choice, and apply all over cake. When you finish apply frosting, this is how our cake look like now. As you can see, we apply just tiny bit extra bottom, extra frosting for the bottom of mask, because we want make it more visible. Just a little bit extra. So set aside, and what you do is sprinkle your working surface with a powdered icing sugar just everywhere. And what you do is we need 1 box of a fondant or ready to roll icing, whatever you're able to find it. So please take from a foil and place on top of surface sprinkled with powdered icing sugar, and knead until it's nice, soft and manageable. Once it's achieved, what you do is roll it into size bigger than your cake, and we transfer on top. Once you roll out your fondant, roll it to basically bigger the size of your cake. What you do is transfer on top of cake. And what we do is we just get rid of a little bit these extras, which is they're not very close to cake, but to make sure we just see actually our cake in a better light. So what we do is now dust your hands with a powdered icing sugar and start working from top, making mask more round on the sides. Make a pattern on the top of mask. Like this, you can make it practically any other mask of any other ranger, of course, if you prefer some other rangers. So what you do is, once you've done it, round up this part as well, because you want it to make more look realistic. Because we place a small amount of the frosting underneath, so what we do is we try work to make a bottom of a mask more realistic. We don't need it too much to make sure it does not stick in out hugely, but just a little bit, just make visible sort of. So once we're happy with everything, what we do is we just trim it closer to the cake, bring it a little bit closer, and now we can trim it right around cake, all around. Once you trim away all extras of fondant, always using a sharp serrated knife, which just makes much easier. And what you do is use a toothpick and outline all the patterns you want to see on the ranger mask. So you started from, good idea, always find it very middle of the cake, put little tiny miniature mark, sort of make sure you know where is you basically looking, where is center. And what you do is you just simply outline all the patterns of our cake. So once you finish, basically that's how it looks like. I hope you're actually able to see. I'm not able to have a look. We've done all the patterns. So to make sure we're able to see them very well, it's a couple different choices. Apply with the toothpick and using gel food coloring, or use a liquid food coloring and apply with very small brush. Or easier option, probably use edible decorating pen. So once you have one of those, they're quite useful. Because you can use them for a very long time, and you can use them to make cakes and cupcakes. And what you do, you start outlining all the patterns of our cake until all finished. Once we finish with outlining, then we can color in. Once we done, once we outline our patterns, that's how it's look like now. It's very simple. So next step is to basically use our colors. If you're able to find a liquid food coloring, which is we're using a black and a red liquid food coloring, please do use those. If you're not able to find a liquid, use gel food coloring. You can use black and red. And what you do is you dilute gel food coloring with the water or any clear liquid like a clear vanilla essence or clear vodka. Difference is with water it will be dry a little bit slow. If you're using to dilute your gel food coloring vodka will dry faster. And also I have actually silver edible food basically coloring, which is we will use for part of mask on the bottom and around actual mask. But if you do not have any silver, what you do is you using white gel food coloring and a black gel food coloring. Add in a separate plate white gel food coloring and a little tiny amount of a black gel food coloring to create gray appearance. Gray color great because it will be exactly same effect. So let's start from the actual mask in front. So we're using black, and we start coloring. What we do is do it nice and slow, because you don't want it overdo it or make it mistakes on it. So let's proceed, followed by red liquid food coloring. Once you finish, apply the black, red, and the edible silver food coloring. Basically, as I said before, you don't have to use a silver food coloring. What you can do is you can just simply blend in white and black to create various shades of a gray, which makes a great mask. Once you finish entire cake, what you do is it makes really great effect if you want to have a deeper line. So what you do is you just back of your brush, just nice and carefully, you just simply draw deep lines. If you want make more visible small lines, use a toothpick. So you simply don't press too much, just a little bit, just enough to see the actual difference. With these patterns on a mask, just want to wipe this brush. What you do is simple, play tiny amount of black gel food coloring, and what you do is then you just simply press it to create the patterns of the mask. It's very simple, and it makes straight away a great appearance. Here we are. So you can apply as many patterns really as you like, as well as you can of course make the different color ranges mask as well. I hope you like I just try to get all, it's actually quite large cake, it actually doesn't fit in the screen. And what I want to say is that of course you can make any different color of your favorite Power Ranger, and everything will be in the description box. I hope you like this creation of Red Ranger, and thank you very much for your time with me today. Anywhere where you need to outshadow, if you like to do so, add a small amount of a gel food coloring, as you can see I done right here, to create just more realistic type of mask. Thank you very much for your time with me today. I hope you do like this type of cake. Until next time, goodbye.